She talking about I got to meet. She talking about I know more secrets than the family than on both sides than she do, but she got to meet our sister Samietta. I never have. She got to meet our dad's sister. I never have. They told her who our real daddy was. They never told me. Unless, okay, they played the game on both sides. So let me tell you about this story with my foster brother Joe. I try not to touch that subject because it gets me here with Joe. With Ernest. Ernest was autistic, I believe. And I always had rhinitis, like I do. Runny nose all the time. And we was coming back from Circle K. And Joe kept telling him stop running from the store. Kept stop taking off running. So Joe took and slapped the fuck out of him. Bow. And Ernest lunged head forward into the fire hydrant. It wasn't a thing where Ernest was being extra and just ran into the fire hydrant. Because it was me, Joe, and my foster stepdad, Mr. Terry's daughter, Courtney. It wasn't a thing where Ernest was being extra and just lunged into the fire hydrant. Joe slapped him that hard. And blood was just running down Ernest's face. And Joe said, you tell on me, bitch, I'm going to do the same thing to you. Joe used to be the type, he'll grab both of my wrists and be hitting me, with the other hand. So I have this trigger now. Don't grab me by my wrist. I will fight. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care if you're playing. Don't grab me by my wrist. We fighting. I have PTSD. Joe, since we were little, had this, how they say whips and chains excites me. He had this long whip. I guess he used to use for sex. I don't know. Like well, they used to use for slaves back then. I know what that feels like. He used to whip me with it. It was a long red whip. It was thick at one end and it gets skinnier as it goes to the other end. He used to whip me with that. Bust up all my back and shit. At 3, 4, 5 years old. When he used to go off to the Navy, I used to thank goodness. And he'll come back. Joe used to be notorious for taking me and my twin sister, and they had cement tile on the floor in the house downstairs. He used to stomp us. I know me. Till we saw stars. Stump us until we draw blood. Punch us, kick us, stump us, kick us in the stomach, the face, wherever. Pound us. He used to take my shoe off and beat me with it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I said, up until we was 18, there was periods where he would go back and forth to the Navy, or when he would take off and go with his wife and then come back. But there was times where he would do those things. Sometimes we would talk back to him. Like as we got older, you ain't a man. Because he used to hit women. Like he used to hit his wives. And I don't know why my foster mama was cool with it or condoned that. And she want me to go in. I'm not about to sit here and make this whole YouTube channel about. Shoot, if that's what y'all want, then I'll go with that. If that's what y'all want me to talk about my whole life, because Candy's not my only enemy. It's just the fact that she been attacking me, and I'm just clapping back. I'm defending myself. But Joe used to beat the fuck out of us like we were grown men. And my foster mama used to be standing over him with a cigarette talking about, kick her ass, kick her ass. Even when I came back from the military, he said he told my foster mama he ready to shake something if I jump stupid. I'm like, jump stupid how? And I was like, see, the military made a mistake by sending me here. I told them I was trying to go live back with my sister Belinda. And foster mama sat there and started talking about, it was like a planned setup because she told me to go clean my room and was talking about she gonna charge me $800 a month to stay there. And I told her I'm not giving her shit. What she need to do is give me my $35,000 back. And so it became a big old fist fight. She attacked me and she backed me into a corner. My foster brother hiding behind the refrigerator. And he crap and he grabbed me by the back. He was hiding behind the refrigerator. And he turned around. I didn't even know he was back there. He grabbed me and he smooth grabbed my face. I didn't even realize what was happening. And bow, right back here in my ear. I said that's probably why I'm having ear problems now. I don't know. But it's every time I'm having ear problems, it's mainly with my left ear. I have eustachian tube dysfunction now. And he's sitting there stomping me, kicking me, stomping me. And she's standing over here, kick her ass, kick her ass. And he drags me out. I'm like at the door line, there's like a little hump. And he goes, bah, my head go, bang, yang, yang, right on that little ledge of the fucking door. And I'm just getting my ass kicked. So she wants me to talk about Joe's abuse. There you go. How he sit there and my foster mama went off somewhere to fucking Africa or Mexico or somewhere. No, it wasn't Mexico. It was maybe Africa. And he's sitting there telling us we gotta fucking go to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening. And then beating us because the dishes ain't clean to his satisfaction. Mind you, we weren't just children. We were special needs children. Special needs children in foster care. How he sat there, and I'll never forget how that macaroni's just sitting there stretching. And my mouth just watering, and I'm asking him, can I have some? He said no and ate the whole fucking pot in front of me. I always say, fuck him. Oh, how my foster mama sat there and said, you gonna die, you ain't gonna live to see 18. And my foster brother Brian sat there and said, when you die, I'm gonna celebrate. And then they both gave each other a high five. That's what you want me to talk about? These the same people you went run telling to whenever I fuck up or whatever, you run telling to just so you can get your satisfaction of seeing me get my ass beat? Them the people you want me to talk about? Oh, that. Okay. Them the people you want me to talk about. The people that you just, it makes you just orgasm in your brain. Because you have to go run to them whenever I sneak outside when I'm not supposed to. Or whenever you caught me throwing my homework away. Or whenever you wanted to get special credit because you considered that there were germs on the dishes even when I was washing them, and got to go back and lie to my foster mama and say I didn't wash the dishes, or I washed the dishes but because I touched them they were dirty, so my foster mama come in there and see you re-washing them, so now you get extra allowance and I'm getting punished and gotta get an extra day of the dishes? Or you doing some special kind of wiping the ceiling and wiping the counters and all this, wiping the stove to get extra credit? Just because you got to one up me? Them people you want me to talk about? Suck my ass.